to Mimi and Pie. Pie and Mimi. I'm definitely not making this up as I go along. Mimi and Pie. Pie, Mimi. We definitely know how to teach things. Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Mimi and Pie Definitely Know How to Teach Things.
We totally do!
In this episode, we're talking about flowers.
Flowers! I love flowers!
Good, because we're decided by the schedule that we have to do flowers.
It feels like we already did flowers. I still don't know anything about flowers. They're pretty. They smell nice. I like certain flowers like roses.
Some of them are less likable, like the Rafflesia, or however that was pronounced. Rafflesia?
What is that?
It's a giant flower.
I think you made it up.
It's a giant flower that smells really gross and usually has like fuzz around it or something.
That doesn't sound like a flower.
It totally is.
It doesn't. At all.
Scientifically, it's a flower.
That's not true.
It looks like a flower. It acts like a flower. It's just a very it's just a bad smelling flower.
I think it's a continent.
Rafflesia?
Yeah.
Rafflesia? How do you pronounce that? Also, no, it's not a continent.
Are you sure? I think it is.
You're thinking about Asia.
Well, that sounds alike, so it must be the same thing.
I don't think anybody...
That's how things work. If it sounds like it, it must be it until that thing is shown to be something else.
Like read the color and read as in I read a book.
Everyone knows this. Until you read a book.
Okay.
Go read books.
Books are good. Go read books.
Do you think one day they'll make a book out of our show?
Maybe.
That would be totally cool. I would like that.
I would. So flowers are plants that they are small. They are usually small plants that grow from the seeds or bulbs, and they will, after growing up enough, bloom into a flower which has a middle which contains its pollen and nectar, which the bees really like, and the petals.
I like bees. Bees help make tacos.
And the petals, which
helps them ride their bikes.
I don't know what.
So the flowers can go to the market.
The petals are colorful so that they can attract the bees easier.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's the purpose of the petals. It's coevolution. It grew up. It evolved to be colorful, so the other organisms were like, "Oh, look at this! I like it," and it's just like, "Hey,
are you sure it's not by smell?" They're like, this flower smells good. I'm gonna check it out more.
That's also part of a way.
It does all of it at the same time?
Yeah.
Because bees are really smart.
Yep.
They can do lots of stuff. They're really good at making things up.
You're really good at kamikaze.
Kamikaze?
Do you not know what that is?
Oh, I totally know what it is.
Okay, what is it?
They dive bomb the flowers. Whee! Plop! And then they swim around in the nectar. And then they fall asleep.
No.
And then they wake up like 20 years later like old Rip Van Winkle bee. And they have to go back and it's like a new colony there and he has to get to know everybody again. And tell them the way to that flower so they don't go there and fall asleep for 20 years. And they're like, yeah, but we want to study it. We want to know what this nectar is about. Why does it make you sleep for 20 years, Rip Van Winkle bee? And he goes, I don't know, I'm just gonna leave and find a different colony because you guys don't seem friendly. Just stay away from that one flower. And he does a really cool dance, so they know where not to go. But he doesn't do it for them because they're mean. He did it for his new colony that he went and found on his own. And they were happy to let him join because he knew where stuff was. Because he's been alive for like 20 years, even when he was sleeping.
That's not what kamikaze is, Mimi.
It's close. I read it in a book. That's what that book said.
Kamikaze is when someone dies to inflict destruction or even death on another creature.
That doesn't sound very good.
Bees sting other creatures, and for maximum efficiency, it is... Well, maximum efficiency means that once they sting a creature and pull out, their stingers pull out all of their organs, and then they die. But they do a lot of damage.
Well, they better make it worth it.
Yep. That's why they usually only do it when they feel super protection. Anyways, we're back home now, so I guess this is the end of the episode. See you on next episode of Mimi and Pie Definitely Know How to Teach Things.
Well, I hope you guys learned absolutely nothing about flowers.
Bye!
Bye!